This is it. The last episode. Let's just get on with it. Oh yeah, I gotta leave. The final episode of the main scenario, peeps. Let's do it. Here we go.
Come.
Let's go.
He finally gets his fight.
Okay. Zenos' soul is ablaze with passion. The space comes to life. Your spirit, with dynamis, as your spirit burns in kind.
Hold nothing back. Push yourself to your limit and need to mine. Ha! Still fighting you, I see.
I love how they're playing footballs in the...
Your vaunted fortitude. Soon you will know the full extent of my power.
Damn.
Mine for the taking. Of your reflexes.
Oof. Jesus. All these fights making every other job except for mine look good. Oh shit!
Have I overestimated your potential?
Nope.
reflexes. A test of your reflexes.
Missed.
Mine for the taking. Mine for the taking. Ah, my soul! How it burns!
You mean to tell me you're not done?
He's not done.
Well, bro, one more episode.
I know you feel it too. The inferno swelling within.
Final Fantasy.
Well,
Come! Let all creation be consumed by our ravenous fervor! I have you! Do not tell me your life's fire is already spent.
not even close.
Yes, yes! Rise once more! It mustn't end yet! Mine for the taking! I have you!
Game kill, game kill.
Crap.
Did you not wish to take my head?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys.
What happened?
Arya's controller died, so...
A test of your reflexes! Show me your vaunted fortitude! Mine for the taking! I have you!
Missed. Oi.
Mine for the taking! reflexes. I have you. A test of your reflexes.
Almost.
Show me your vaunted fortitude. Mine for the taking. I have you. No, not yet. Not until the last of me is spent.
Come on.
Now fall. This is my moment. Our moment.
Come on.
You get it?
Did it.
Enjoy.
Ooh. Fisticuffs, huh? Finally. I can't wait for New Game Plus now for this.
Ain't that the truth? Oh. As a matter of amusement, watching a Lollapalooza do this cutscene is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Clearly, you have not watched anything with Robin Williams in it.
Are you sated now, Zenos?
That I should lose again. How disappointing.
Oh, I'm fucking beat.
Never have I understood those around me. Understood their obsessions. Besieged by their banality, the world is a mire of tedium and trivialities. But in these fleeting moments, there is a spark. Blinding, brilliant. Gone. Too soon. What
thought of you, my mirror, born into this world, bestowed name, bid to seek out strife and adventure. Was this life a gift or a burden?
It's hard to say, really.
Did you find fulfillment?
Well.
Imagine that. Wonder that turned up.
Well, that was convenient.
I had to appear somewhere.
This fight officially came in my top 5.
You've been saying that the whole expansion.
Can you hear? Say. Must tend to. Open your. Please.
Someone, and.
Please.
You can't leave us! Not like this! If you do, I'll never forgive you! So come on! Open your eyes and get up!
God damn it, can't you people just let me die in peace?
Never.
Such an ass.
I'm kidding. It's good to be back.
Are you with us?
No, obviously my only eye is open because I'm dead.
Oh, thank the heavens. For a moment we thought...
Thought that what? Is everyone alright?
After what you've done, you're the last person to be asking that. You... How can you keep your promise if you're not here?
I guess you're right.
Another fine show you've put on, my friend.
A fine show indeed. What were you thinking? Fighting alone? Never do that again. My poor heart couldn't bear it.
Aww.
Put yourself in our place. If you hadn't returned, how do you think we would feel? And if that sounds harsh, it's because we care.
Fair.
We tended to thy wounds as best we could. But how is the pain?
I never said he didn't have a heart.
Always trust me.
That is gladdening. Grievous as thine injuries were, however, I would counsel repose for a time.
You
Gladdening.
counsel.
There's nothing gladdening about this. When Meteon appeared in here and told us that you were right behind her, we all got our hopes up. But you never came. And when you finally deigned to appear, you're within an ilm of your life.
God damn it, Alice, get off my dick.
Damn you for making us worry.
Oh.
You deserve it. What you put her through.
God damn it.
Oh, those were cries of celebration. Anyway, well, the important thing is that you're all alive and in reasonably good health, and we mean to get you back that way. As for your earlier request, I'm quite certain we're in range to make contact now.
Say what?
Excellent. Let us announce our return at once. I hope you're ready.
Oh, joy. But ready for what?
While you were unconscious, we set out from Ultima Thule, you see.
Oh. Okay.
Can you stand? If so, you may wish to see what's outside.
I can look after myself, you know. Clear blue skies.
Welcome home.
It's good to be home.
My friend. We're home.
Yep. Looks like we're flying all over creation.
Well, we have a lot of people to inform.
Yep.
What, they don't have a newspaper?
Yeah, I know, right? Each city-state has one. The Mithril Eye, the Raven. I forget the one for Gridania. What? No, I'm forgetting the name of the local newspaper. It seems to me like we're doing this in the wrong order, though. Seeing as how Charlian is all the way to the far west, we should have been. What are we traveling all around the world in 90 minutes?
Well, we are in a spaceship. I mean.
Alpha.
Is that?
Yep. Believe it, bitches.
It is.
We're back.
It's the Ragnarok. They're back.
Thank heavens.
Truly.
They've done it!
Welcome home.
Yes!
Oh, look at that. He went from disowning his children to welcoming them back with open arms. As... What?
She's complicated, like I said.
Welcome
Oh.
home, everyone!
No, I'm going to... I ain't gonna let it die. And there goes Tataru.
Of course.
And she runs as fast as her tiny little legs can... and Cryo right behind. That has got to be some distance that they're running.
Oh, yeah. They're running from the Senate to the harbor.
Yeah, but in that quick a time frame, I mean, they went from the Rostra, and they went down the stairs, mind you, from the Rostra to just to Aetherite Blind. I mean, look at this shit.
Well, if they're short, they have to get really good at running.
Welcome home!
Good to be home. So let me guess, we've got our credits. Yes? Credits?
Yep,
No credits?
There's credits.
Is this the credits, or...?
I think.
Yep, there we go.
Okay.
Alright, let's speed through these very quickly, because we're already...
You can just skip them.
I could, but we're just gonna see right quick. The Worldly Affairs official, okay, Varshan was Jonathan Gimbert, I believe. Zonde actually had a voice, Singing Way, Sleeping Way. Galeen, Kairos. Okay. Man, we're going through a timeline here. Wait, is there anything leading to the end of this? I mean, in terms of the credits, or can I actually skip these?
You can actually skip them. I skipped them.
You skipped them, and there wasn't something missing?
I don't know, but there's a scene afterwards. So I mean.
Well, I mean, we're going through a timeline, so while they enjoy these sped up credits, we're gonna just let it run while I clear off the bed and whatnot. Because it is getting late. Oh my god, Praetorium. Holy crap. Take it. I clear bed. Oh, when Thancred finally picked up a second dagger. That was
Isn't that cute?
Now we'll just put those there. When Vars finally became emperor. I do? Oh, right, TV. Is this Moon Brita when she bear hugged Urianger? Back when he was a shady motherfucker. He was totally a shady motherfucker back then. Midgard Zormer when he first awakened. Back in Keeper of the Lake. Y'shtola when she casts Flow. Graha when he sealed himself in the Crystal Tower. I still remember the days when the Crystal Tower wasn't mandatory. Alright, we're getting into Heaven's Ward now. Alphino gathering sticks. What? Yep, that's the plan. Move this over. Man. I will say this, though. Despite... I thought I had a can of root beer earlier. Oh. It fell on the floor. Yeah, wasn't planning on it. Okay, so... Now that... Continuing where I was trying to say, despite some of the parts where it was really slow paced, I think I really did enjoy this storyline, all things considered. What do you think, Fireaxe?
I honestly think this is one of the better storylines.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought everything worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
They had pretty significant plot twists. That some of them I called, but they still played really good, so I'm willing to give the ones I called a pass.
Yeah, the benefit of the doubt. It was...
I mean, let's face it. We were dealing with a pandemic.
Yeah.
So... things... probably were shoved to the wayside that they may have wanted to include to maybe make the storyline go a little bit more fluid, but unfortunately they may have had to cut some things, so.
I think all things considered that this pretty much worked out. All things considered, this worked out. And for those complaining that this storyline is like bad because of its stop and start pace, y'all motherfuckers gotta. For those of you who saying that, y'all need to understand that this is the culmination of 8 to 10 years of hard work, starting with a storyline that not a lot of people saw because 1.0 was a glorified clusterfuck. Like, that is the reason they shut down the servers and the reason we had A Realm Reborn to begin with. So, a lot of the I mean, granted, yes, there was a lot of expository dialogue, but all things considered, they had to wrap up an entire storyline. This was what they vowed to be the final storyline for the Hydaelyn versus Zodiark saga. And let's face it, none of y'all were gonna be satisfied had we just beaten Zodiark and then beaten Hydaelyn.
Yeah. As much as Zenos annoyed me, his final showdown was epic.
The final showdown was really good, all things considered. Granted, it was made I don't think there was a chance for us to actually fail that. Was there?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But still. They reference him. They do reference him. Him and Yugiri when they went to get the materials to make the Aether burner.
Yeah.
And they do see his back on the flyby if you're paying attention.
That's true. We did see him back on the flyby. I think they needed to... Now, I may be wrong, but... And maybe it was just that the guy who voiced Hien back in Stormblood didn't have the chance to do it again. But I think in all actuality, yes, Hien was a major figure in the Stormblood storyline. But beyond that, he didn't really have much. I mean, he contributed to the war effort, but at the end of the day, he needs to rebuild Doma first and foremost. So that's why they didn't include him. Besides which, this was more of a story. You okay, Mom? Okay, let's. What was I saying?
Hien.
Yeah.
My guess would be...
Keep in mind that this was basically us going to Garlemald, averting the final days, and... So while Hien would have been a welcome addition, he had his representatives there in the form of Sirena, Magnai, and Sadu. And sadly, we couldn't have Yugiri because her voice actor sadly was murdered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Her original voice actor, her original voice actress was murdered, if I remember right, and they had to bring in a new voice actress for Stormblood, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this. I won't say Endwalker. Endwalker is definitely above Stormblood. I wouldn't say it's entirely... I'd say it's tied with Shadowbringers. But my biggest worry now is, with the end of the Hydaelyn Zodiark arc, how are they going to top this? Or
I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember what Emmett Selk said. Do we know the names of the 12?
Well, yeah, we got the teaser for that because, you know, we still have a lot of content to cover. I mean, there's the role quest storylines that we still have yet to do. I still have to show off all the gear for all the jobs, and we still have the Reaper and Sage storylines to do. Not to mention the Pandemonium quest line, which just released recently at the time of this recording. Plus the Secrets of the 12, which is coming soon. We got a lot of ground to cover. This expansion is surely not far from over. This is just the end of an 8-year story arc. I'm looking forward to how they progress, how they start, and what kind of story, what kind of thing they're going to do for the future patches, though.
Yeah.
And how they're going to build up from this. What do you need, babe?
Babu!
Yep.
It's like Babu.
Yeah, that's true. Gabu sounds like Babu. If only Baron Boop Boop were on the chat.
I think they got tired and went to bed.
Probably.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah, this did run kind of long.
Yeah.
But we're getting close.
Mine, I didn't get to bed till like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, Eidos is a subsidiary of Square Enix now, huh?
Can you move things so that the TV
Oh yeah. You know, I know it says that additional voices was just Amanda Aiken, but I would honestly love a live performance of Endwalker Footfalls, to include every artist that has worked in the Final Fantasy XIV music. So the Primals, Susan Calloway, who sang Answers and Dragon Song, Amanda Aiken, who did Endwalker's Shadowbringers theme song, the guy who sings the vocals for Shadowbringers theme, and of course Sam Carter, who does the vocals for Endwalker Footfalls to begin with. The Storm of Blood lyrics, that's him. But it would be nice if they were all able to like do a harmony near the end of that song. Wouldn't it be awesome?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Makes me sad because I'm pretty sure it'll never happen.
You never know.
You never know.
There's still more fan fests. Who knows what will come of it?
True. Oh man, when Oyange finally met Y'shtola's not Y'shtola's, Moonbreeda's parents. Can I just say Heidelin's freaking hot?
I mean, you can, yes. You're not gonna get me to disagree with you. Can I get the back scratcher?
Back scratch up!
I need to get my claw.
Got it. I'll need that back scratcher after you're done. But yeah, this definitely was a pretty good storyline, all things considered. It was not bad by any way, shape, or form. You done with it, or? I mean, I will say this. I've been saying that we should venture into Mericidia for quite some time. Whoa, that was well brought up. Good for you. Alright, now we're getting to the end of these credits. That was a doozy. Oh, Nobuo Uematsu, of course, gets thanks. Tetsuya
course he does.
Nomura. I mean, he was the one who originally did the music for Final Fantasy XIV before Soken took over.
He's still a legend.
Yep. He will always be the godfather of Final Fantasy music, in my eyes.
Still like you're self-taught.
Microsoft Japan. Let's see. Kenji Ogawa. And of course, all the Final Fantasy XIV players. Alright. Unfortunately, then we can't hear. And us and all our allies walking across the ethereal sea. And of course, the Warrior of Light. Yours truly, Chris Valentine.
You want me to get a pin so I can shrink that ego of yours?
No. I wanted to get the collector's edition box, but it sold out like in the first 5 seconds of release. I could have done without the figure. I just wanted the pin.
Dearest mother. Dearest father. This letter will be the very last that I write to you from the Rising Stones. As I commit these words to parchment, I fondly recall my journey as a scion. From the time I first walked into the Order's former halls, to the time I set forth to forestall the final days.
Wait, what?
At the farthest reaches of the Sea of Stars, we fought the battle of our lives. Fought against despair itself. A veritable maelstrom of it, fed by the resignation that dwelled in the hearts of beings not so unlike ourselves. Full oft have I harbored the same malaise. Have I been brought to my knees, crushed by the weight of sorrow and defeat, convinced that I will never rise again. However, I have also known many moments of unbridled joy and happiness. By this truth do I find hope within, blooming resplendent, like the Elpis flower. and thus do I endure. Do I look forward to creating more memories with my friends and loved ones. For from these fertile seeds, yet more hope shall spring forth. And they will grow to become shining lights that illuminate the dark. Thus believing, I leave the rising stones behind, as will my comrades. For, as we have decided, after careful deliberation, we are disbanding the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Say what?
There you are, Alphino. Everyone is already gathered in the foyer.
My apologies. I'll be right there. At least, that is what the story will be.
So...
We're not.
I mean, I know we're not disbanding now that he says that, but...
We were too visible.
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
What could you possibly have left to do now?
Oh, just a letter.
I imagine it will be a while before we can gather like this again.
So it must be, if we're to keep up appearances. From now on, it falls to the Grand Company of Eorzea and its allies to deal with the realm's crises.
Meanwhile, we shall return to our erstwhile ways. Retreating from plain sight to take our place in the shadows once more.
Indeed. For the foreseeable future, I expect that we must work independently, as we seek out problems that want for solving. But a day will come when we face another great challenge, and we will face it together, as we always have.
Amen.
As much as I look forward to that day, I do hope it doesn't come anytime soon.
Well, formal association or no, if any of you should require my services, you need but ask. I'll be glad to keep my lance arm honed.
I'll hold you to that. So you had better keep your link pearl on hand.
And maybe change out of that damn True Blood armor. God damn. True Blood armor sucks.
You mean to stay, Tataru?
So do you.
Oh, someone has to keep the Rising Stones in proper order.
What was that about, Stephanie?
And even a super secret
Nothing.
organization requires a super secret base of operations. To the rest of the world, it will be naught more than a workshop for Eorzea's foremost up-and-coming artisan. If you thought our coffers were full to bursting before, just wait till I can devote myself wholly to the crafts.
Oh, dip.
Yes!
Plotting to build a mercantile empire to rival that of Lord Lodorito, are we?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
I, for one, look forward to your future successes, Tataru. As do I our next meeting.
And with that, I believe it is past time you all made ready to depart. Leave no preparations undone or words unsaid, all right? Now, off with you.
Sounds good to me. Alright, let's...
I don't want to go.
Yeah, well, let's move quickly, because it's already a 1:02.
Whose fault is that?
My fault, I know.
Good.
Graha! Oh, Chris! Might you have a moment to talk? With the Scion stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryl, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldesion. Not only am I indebted to Master Galoof for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never become a Scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise, to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Damn right. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons when I asked you if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. It needn't be some grand endeavor. There needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you. And I hope that you will do the same for me. As long as you don't overexert yourself. I know. I can all but hear Lena and Beck Lube's voices each time you remind me. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows? Perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicron somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner, find a new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omicrons? Whenever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word. And should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. Ishtola? Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey of great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you. Something that has been on my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subsided. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles. More than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts. The history of Aetheris and the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape and interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity. Yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill? Reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity?
Yes.
Yeah. Aye, let them be read and remembered. Very well then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients, and of so many other wonders. But I am no scribe. It would be a less a polished work and more reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most.
No shit.
Yeah, considering she's blind. Estinian? We're not one for small talk here. He looks at me, and I look at him,
So we're gonna
and he looks at me.
Right. See?
Go for a snog.
If you have something to say, then out with it. Just wondering how I'll earn my keep now. What? I thought two adventurers had any number of ways to earn coin. And though the Scion's mode of operation has changed, we should be compensated as before. In any case, I do not want for options, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman of the Imperium district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. Who does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have.
Okay then.
Some days ago, a Hunnish envoy arrived with word from Vritra. The worm requests my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons, like as not. In Thavnir, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Medion. Though it was too late for those who had already transformed, life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By an arrangement between Vritra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Charlian if they wish, to work and study. Breacher was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people, if the envoy's tone was any indication. I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives. But 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they in turn revere him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Breacher's kin sought release from conflict. So weary were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgard Zorma didn't give up. In hope, he made the journey to distant Etheris with his clutch of eggs. And though his progeny went on to be embroiled in conflict with men, there were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. That is their legacy, and their triumph. In my lance, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned, had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Shit, I still got 4 more. I've got 5 more. You know what?
I told you it's gonna be a bit.
Yeah. We'll do the last of these in the final episode of Endwalker. Sorry guys, but we gotta get going. Click here for the next episode.